An urgent warning about fake weight loss products online. The Wisconsin Better Business Bureau getting a wave of new complaints in the new year. And a consumer first alert, Tammy Elliott explains what you need to know to protect your health and your money.
Scammers are targeting people looking for popular weight loss medications. The Wisconsin Better Business Bureau is particularly concerned about scammers using deep fake videos and AI-generated images of celebrities like Oprah or doctors and other trusted people.
The ads can look convincing, they can sound authentic, but they are completely fabricated. They trick consumers into believing that the endorsements are real and then move forward to take their money.
Medications like Ozempic and Wegovy are a popular option for weight loss. With demand growing, some people go online looking for deals. That search can lead people to fake sellers and fraudulent offers for prescriptions.
Victims who've entered payment information have not received any products, or they make it unsafe or watered down medication. So I think that's the biggest risk here.
The big red flags: any texts, emails, even phone calls saying you're eligible for a prescription, any claim that you don't need a prescription, and also deep discounts and a sense of urgency. Lisa Schiller told me they have a flood of complaints into the BBB scam tracker, just receiving a report from a person in Wisconsin who lost $500 attempting to buy GLP-1 medication online. Make sure you're reporting these. She says the BBB shares the complaints with the Federal Trade Commission. The bottom line here: work with your doctor and a trusted pharmacy for weight loss medications. Tammy Elliott, Action 2 News.